Hello, hey, this is Kim with Kim's Greenhouse. We have another video for you today. We've got rain clouds in the sky here. It's kind of cloudy and dreary today. The weather has not been good for gardening. I mean, I kind of sympathize with people that's trying to garden, and you know, you're just going to have to do the best you can. We can't change the weather. But one thing I would suggest is to keep up with that tomato spray. You use your Dicanyl and your Mancozeb, and just because it's raining, don't let up on it. You need to do it at least every week to 10 days. Keep that spray on, try to keep that blight down. One thing we want to talk about today is we just got in another load of shrubbery. You know, with the weather, it's being as wet as it is, it's an excellent time to go ahead and get that in. It's not too late. It's a little bit warm, but you're definitely not going to have to worry about watering it. I mean, it's going to have plenty of moisture in the soil, so we still got plenty of time to do that. And we had a load come in this week. We have another load coming in, and that will be it for our summer shipments. But we've got some beautiful stuff, little limes, have a lot of stuff in the shrubbery, and got excellent perennials you can see in front of us. We have bee balm, and it's an excellent plant for your perennial garden. It blooms midsummer, and it attracts the bees. The swarming is here this morning, even where it's wet. I mean, it attracts butterflies and bees. It's a beautiful addition to your garden. One thing we was going to talk about on tips for taking care of your plants is like your perennials. You know, it's kind of a myth. People will come in and say, we're going to buy perennials and we don't have to plant again, or we don't have to do anything again. But that's really not the case. You need to do some work with perennials. We got a blue heel salvia here. It's a beautiful plant, but you can see the blooms just turn brown. And with this wet weather, probably makes it worse. And the thing you need to do with these perennials is go in and deadhead them. Is take these dead blooms off to promote reblooming. If you don't do that, they don't rebloom well. And just go down to the base of it right there. There'll be a branch right below there where the limbs attach, and cut those off, and it will promote them to rebloom. Now, some will rebloom harder than others. Blue heel does a pretty good job of coming back with more blooms. As you can see, there's a few young ones there coming up, but you get this dead-headed back, and you'll have more blooms to come out. I'm not going to do this whole thing, but as you can see, get them dead blooms off of there. It's the same thing with your gaillardias here. We've got this here. If you will go through and cut those out as the bloom deteriorates, I mean, it'll promote more blooms to come. And most of your perennials are that way. Your bee balms, you can go back and deadhead on those after the bloom deteriorates. Your coreopsis, and you'll get a fresh set of bloom. It's just something you need to do to take care of your perennials to keep them looking great. That's all we have for you today, folks, and we hope it dries up, and we'll talk to you on the next video.